Hi, friends. I hope you're doing well. I just talked to Fab. She's from Honduras. She works here. She helps this place. Looks great. And I was interviewing her about her values and her culture and how she ended up in the USA. And wow, it was awesome. We talked like over half an hour. First cultural thing she brought up was family values. Like they are so tight. She tied up family values with death and how they don't leave their families when somebody passes. Like they're so tight with grandparents that if somebody would die, they dedicate like all their lives to live with a grandmother or an uncle or an elderly person just to make sure they are there for them. So that was huge. And despite the challenges, despite the poverty, family comes first. They cry together, they live together, they survive together. I asked her how she ended up in USA. She got pregnant at 16. She doesn't blame anybody for that. She had 2 kids, it wasn't working out. She had an aunt in the USA, and it's the aunt who helped her migrate here in the USA. She believes in God. She's Catholic. She doesn't just want to go to church so that she can get help. She just wants to serve and worship God to get peace. She says there's more people going through more harder stuff than she goes through. So, she talks about gang problems in Honduras. She says some people, gangs are the only family they have. She described how kids go to dumpsters and trash areas, and I see this in third world, I see this in Kenya. Like thousands of children go on a site where they dump all the trash, and that's how they feed themselves. There's plenty of that. There's plenty of gang problems. But in all of that, family values are still very, very important to her and her own immediate family. She don't blame anybody for having kids at 16. She did it. She had a good family. But she says her grandmother abandoned her mother early on. That's like the only tragedy she knows. I brought up a topic we read in our Old Testament about migrating and women and sex abuse and all that. She said that's normal. They don't speak about it. They would not report any wrong that's always going on to their women. She said because the police and the system is even worse. So they would never report it. Some things they don't talk about, but they go through all those wrongs quietly and in silence. But overall, just to see how much she endures and how much she's at peace, to think and say there are more people going through worse than she is, and she is fine with what she is doing, was just amazing. She's gonna help me do translations. I want to fill this place with Latino speaking community, and she kept pushing me like, do it, translate, invite, let's do it. She's just awesome.